Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. In today's video, awesome video I have, we're going to take a tour through Temecula and show you some of the more rural areas that you can live that country style life. Temecula is unique. Yes, we do have areas throughout the city that have a lot of HOAs and beautiful amenities, but you also have the opportunity to live in places like Wine Country, Glen Oaks, Luz, Meadowview. And I wanted to go through Temecula today and take that tour with you so you can have an idea of what these areas look like. So let's get into the video. Okay guys, so I wanted to go over and just show you a little bit of Wine Country in Temecula, California. This right here is west. So if you keep going over here, it's going to be the ocean, and this is east. The main city of Temecula is this area right here. As you go farther out, Butterfield Stage is pretty much the start of Wine Country. The two major roads with the most wineries on them are De Portola right here and Rancho California, which is right here. Now, Rancho California, this area right in here, is going to have the most wineries in all of Wine Country. It gets very busy. The first winery one of the first wineries on Rancho California is Callaway. And my suggestion to you is if you're moving here and you're living within the city of this area right here, try some wineries that are maybe a little closer to you, because it is at least, if you find a winery out in this area over here, it's going to take 25 minutes to get there. And you're going to find out really quick that it's not just, on a Thursday you feel like going for a glass of wine that you're going to go out there because it's too far. But when you join some of these wineries that are closer, like over in this area, it's going to be a 10-minute drive and you're more likely to actually use the benefits of the winery. De Portola is definitely a little less busy. They do have some absolutely beautiful wineries out in this area right here. Very nice view. So sorry for the scribbles, but hopefully that gave you an idea of how Wine Country is laid out. So here it's very typical in Wine Country. This is the type of home. Yes, you're going to have estate homes and beautiful multi-million-dollar homes, but a lot of them are just the regular homes on a hill that have been there for 20 or 30 years, and a great opportunity to come in and make that home your own. Something else that's very common in Wine Country are olive trees, and they're everywhere. They do have olive oil tasting in Wine Country, and down in Old Town they have an olive oil store that sells local olives or makes olive oil out of the local olives. Okay guys, so another thing that's very common in Wine Country, and I'm going to show you right now, is that a lot of the homes have vineyards on their property and they contract them out to the local wineries. Don't know how much money they make. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I do know that a lot of people do. An example of a typical home that does not look like a winery but has a vineyard on it. Here is one of the main streets in Wine Country. It's De Portola, a lot of wineries. So there's this and Rancho California. And as you can see up here, very common in Wine Country to have views, a lot of hills, vineyards, and up here to the right, we're going to go and show you a few of the wineries. So the next community I wanted to talk to you about was Glen Oak Hills. The pros of this area is that you are going to be able to have horses, and it's very similar in regards to the landscape of Wine Country. The negative is that it's probably, or I think it is, the farthest community out east. And this is another great example. This is not a winery, but they do have a vineyard, and there's a good chance that they are contracting out with a local winery to have all of those grapes picked during season and selling them for a profit. One of the benefits of an area like this, they are obviously putting an ADU of some sort. These type of signs are very common in the more rural areas of Temecula, and they give it some character. So here's an example of orange trees or an orange grove in somebody's front or backyard. This is definitely more prevalent in Luz, which is west of the 15 freeway, but you will find orange groves out here in wine country in some of the homes. Okay guys, so the next two communities I'm going to show you are Meadowview and Los Rachitos. They're very similar, and the advantage of these two communities is they're right smack dab in the middle of Temecula. So you can get to everything within 5 to 10 minutes. Just driving through, you're going to notice what I notice a big difference is Los Rachitos tends to be a little more on the flat side. When you go to Meadowview, it's very hilly, and a lot of the homes are built where the garage, the main floor are right off the street, and then some of the home is below you. So just depending on, that's not every home in Meadowview, but there are a lot of homes that are built and have that similar floor plan, and it's not for everybody. But these two communities, in regards to being local to everything, it's an awesome opportunity to live rural and live that country life, but still be in the middle of the city. And it's going to be advantageous for those people that still work, that still need to get their kids to school. And that is the type of person, in my opinion, that these areas would suit best. So next up we have Meadowview, and this is truly a beautiful area of Temecula right in the middle of the city. You have a 300-acre green space. As you can see from the drone shots, there's opportunities for horses, ADUs, large pools, views, really everything that you're thinking you can do with that country setting you can do here. But then you also have the mall, Costco, restaurants, everything for daily life is literally 3 to 5 minutes away. So here we have Luz, a beautiful agricultural area in Temecula. If you go down south from here, you're getting into Fallbrook. Luz does have an awesome golf course that I play a lot. It's right in the mountains. It's usually not even half as busy as many of the other golf courses in the city, so I highly recommend that you check this golf course out. It's a tough golf course. The negatives, I would say, living in Luz, of course, if you live over in this area, especially farther out, it's going to take you a good 25 minutes to get into town. So if you have kids or you like being near the city, it might not work for you. And the other negative is that the cell service is not very good at all. pretty much non-existent the farther out you get. So as you can see, the golf course is really back in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by mountains.